Welcome everybody to 48 Talk special episode. This is the Janken special episode. I am your host Rach Bolly for this. Joining me this time is DX talking me on the right, Yeho on the bottom, and on the bottom right it's Derek. It's early morning for Derek, so morning everybody.
Morning,
Morning.
morning, morning, morning.
Whoa!
Oh,
Oh there, oh there.
there we go. That's outdated now.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, so this episode is a special episode. We are going to cover the entirety of the Janken tournament of 2016 that happened yesterday. Let's get right into it then, since we have a lot to talk about. So, stage was normally set. They changed up the curtains quite a bit. Instead of like the huge arcs, they now have like these two ropes. So but
Yeah.
it's freely to go in. The arena, is it the same arena or did they choose a different venue this time? I think
Well,
it's
this
different.
one is in Kobe, and I think the last one was in Yokohama, I think so.
Okay,
Or
yeah,
did
yeah.
Mm.
They started out with the opening talk by the last year's winner Fujita Nana, and then it went fairly quick. Normally we have to wait long, but we got in. We started off the live stream here. And we also had the showroom live stream where Aoki was doing the intros. That was fun. And then Nakai Rika from NTT showed up. So you had two streams you had to check out at the same time.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, still need to watch that one actually. So.
It's pretty fun. There's some stuff happening in that.
Yeah, the game is fun. So yeah.
Yeah. So
Looking
the
forward to it as
opening
well.
the opening song, as tradition, is last year's winner doing their song, and man, she was amazing.
Ugh.
She was shining so much on the stage, having so much fun. Loved it.
One of the highlights.
Yep.
Definitely one of the highlights.
Good start. A really good start. So yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, really, Fujita Nana just was smiling and doing that. I don't know if it was. I was trying to see if she was actually singing or it was lip syncing. Maybe.
I'm pretty sure it was lip syncing,
Yeah,
but I
pretty
couldn't tell the streams and the quality. It was hard. At some point, I think my stream got out of sync for a second, so maybe I mean she might have been. Who knows? But it was amazing. It doesn't matter. I was just watching her. She looked hot. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Holy, she was hot.
That was a problem with the live stream as well because we had the showroom live stream and that was running on point and the other live streams were on delay. So
Ah, right.
sometimes the showroom spoiled
Yeah.
who won. It's like oh, okay.
I can imagine that. Yeah.
But yeah, so then Fujita Nana did her performance, and then yeah, the 46 single preview came out. Now, Yeho, you said it wasn't going to be there since Parudu shouldn't be there, right?
Yeah.
Lol.
Like she's not participating. And even when Parudu came out, you said that's not Parudu, that's a lookalike. That was funny. Yeah?
Lol.
But yeah, Parudu looked weird on the 46 single. So the 46 single called High Tension. And this song is, I still need to get used to it, but
Yeah,
the
same for me.
number one thing I like from this song is the new faces at the front line. All the new members in the Senbatsu, that was great for me to see how just, you know, the freshness of the group, how the AKB is really in a second chapter right now. So what do you think of the song?
Song itself, it really needs to grow on me, but I'm not the type that really likes disco song. I mean, it took a while for Halloween Night to grow on me, and I think this song is going to have to walk the same road pretty much. But I'll eventually like it, but for now, it just needs to grow for me. So that's my opinion at this time.
Yeah, I'm feeling that it has all the traditional earmarks of like an idol song, but it has a little bit more like of a funky feel to it. And but I just I love the chanting, you know, the high tension, you know,
Yeah,
it was catchy. It was fun.
Yeho?
All I have to say is, shun, 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 shun.
I knew that was coming.
Yeah,
I knew
I was
it was
waiting for
coming.
it actually. I was waiting for
I was
it.
waiting for him to start dancing.
Shun, 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 baby.
Sin, sin, sin. Yeah.
Shun, shun, shun.
Yeah, the only thing is Paru's center. Maybe that's the joke because it's high tension and she's clearly not that type of person.
Oh yeah,
Not at all.
yeah.
Not at all.
It felt from all the members she felt a little awkward being there. Maybe it's also
Mhm.
the nervous of the new song, but it didn't feel like this is fitting for her. And yeah, even when the song ended, that was also the end of Paruri for the whole day because she was gone. She didn't
Yeah,
show
pretty
up
much.
anymore at
Yeah.
any songs or any events. He was like, "All right, I'm out," and that
Doesn't
bothered me
yeah.
as well. That is like she was backstage, but even Matsuya Jurina, who had nothing to do there, showed up at the showroom multiple times or did some other stuff. Sayane was on commentary. Sashi was also running around. And then you have Paru is like, I do. I'm just doing one song because I'm obligated, because I'm the center, and the rest you guys can sing. I'll leave. So that was disappointing. But yeah, it's Paru. What else is new,
Yeah,
right?
it's power. It's just power being power, I guess. So
Yeah,
especially
I mean, if you think, yeah, if you think about it, I mean, we're probably only ever going to see her as the center of this song a couple times, like in like events, and that's it. And it's always going to be somebody else because she's gone in December.
yeah,
So
sure.
it's if you think about it in those terms, like she is literally a temporary center, and I'm just dying to see who they replace and put as in her place because they're gonna have to think of that real fast.
Muto
So
Tomu.
you think so?
No, then people will be happy. Then people will shut up about it.
Yeah, true.
Always, yeah.
Well, it would be
Put her
interesting
in
if
it.
that actually happened. So yeah.
Yeah, so they did their usual songs after that. Was great. They were just performing. They're happy to be there. The crowd was hot. All the other members were on point. Very, very enjoyable to watch. And then during, they had an announcement. Well, we already knew that was coming, but we didn't see a preview of it. Majiska Gakuen 6, or now it's
Mm.
called something else, but still Gakuen type.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
it started out that they're in the scene like they're just saying, You thought we were dead? No, no, no. We're just taking some other job, and now they're hostesses." So
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
I like the fact that
Indeed.
Sayane is the mama
Yeah.
of the place.
Exactly.
The
Oh wow,
Mama-san.
Mama-san.
But a lot of new generation. You saw Komiyama in there between, I think, Harupi again with the blonde hair. Maybe she's going
Yeah.
blonde. Lately, she likes the blonde hair.
Yeah, maybe she will dye it for real. I don't know. It looks good on her though.
I'm not complaining. She looks
No,
No,
fine,
same
no,
here.
so
no.
whatever.
Same here.
Yeah, she's awesome when that.
So that's coming out on the 29th of October already. That's
Yeah, I
pretty
was
fast.
kind of surprised to see
Fast.
there's going to be either a cameo from a Nogisaka member as well in Kabasuka Gakuen, I think.
Shirashimai?
No. Nishino Nanase.
Nishino
or-
Nanase.
Yeah,
Oh, that's cool. Like her.
that's quite interesting to see. So yeah, I'm wondering what her role's going to be.
Yeah, after that they made fun of Sashi made fun of Yokoyama Yui's voice, the Yankee voice.
Oh
Then-
yeah.
And then they went into Halloween night to celebrate that it's October, just to have a good song. And after that, the usual thing comes up. I don't know what the guy's name is, but he always does it, and he has his catchphrase "Just Meet." But then the bagpipe showed up, and then he has his talk about the battle and luck, and then he puts
Oh
on his
right,
headband.
yeah.
The usual people. This is now the sixth Janken, I believe. Sixth
Yeah,
Janken,
seven.
yeah.
So, no, seven, I
Seven.
think. Die seven, die nine,
Seven.
seven.
Oh,
Seven.
7 Junken already.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's getting better every year. Last year was spot on. I think this year is even better with the how producing was wise. Well, it felt not like a boring event compared to the others. It's like, all right, I'm just falling asleep here. No, no, no. It flew by. It was never a dull moment.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
awesome.
Exactly.
Well, I think what they're doing now is they're starting to get a lot more elaborate with their introductions because
Yeah.
now we're seeing more and more special guest appearances walk down the aisle or runway to the main Junkin area with the girls, and I think it's always like it's like adding another level of surprise. Like before, we're always like, oh, what are the girls gonna wear? Now it's more like, what are girls gonna wear, and who are they gonna bring, or what are they gonna do? Because now it's just getting so much more bigger. I mean, what's her name with the Ghostbuster and
Oh, yeah.
Ghost? It's just
Nako-chan.
Nako, yeah. Like it's just But it's cool. Like it makes me wonder if they have like endorsements with those people, and they have like deals like, hey, we'll let you walk down if you give us so much money
Yeah,
to represent
exactly.
you,
Mhm.
which would be cool. I'm all for it. But it's just I'm having a blast watching, man. I know we all were. I agree with you 100%. It was spot on last year, but this year was more. I don't know. It was literally over in a blink of an eye.
Yeah.
I didn't realize
Yeah.
it was so much fun.
Yeah, I think mostly what I saw this year is a lot of blonde girls.
Yeah. What?
Yeah.
Maybe that's for the black hair rule. They're like, haha, we're just wearing blonde wigs. See how the people look at it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
I was like,
funny.
what?
Oh, also on that part, like everyone was fighting each other have like team cosplay. It's awesome. Like, yeah. Can I say it already?
I think we'll wait for the block for the costumes.
Okay.
Let's go to
Okay.
two in block because I think what you want to say, and I have a lot to say about that.
Oh,
Yeah.
here we go.
All right, let's go then into A block. So
Yes.
let's go to the highlights first. Does anyone want to talk first about A block?
Mm, For me,
Maybe
it hasn't sunk in yet, so you guys start.
I would say, why don't you give us a list of or at least some of the people that were in it? I think that would be good to start because each block for me is kind of all mushed together. So A block was so long ago, even though it went fast.
Yeah, so if we go to all the names, I think last time we did that to all the names, we had to rush it immediately.
Yeah, pretty much.
No,
Um,
just some.
okay, so I'll just go to my notes from A block. The things I liked first, and then we go into the costumes as well, is because before they start the preliminaries, they knew who their opponent was. So some of them combined their costumes together. So out first came Kachiwaki Yuki as like this. She had this blonde wig, like this Barbie dress up, but it was a character from the anime who recently ended, like the long end.
Yeah.
I don't know the name of the anime. I still need to look
Oh,
it up.
that one, yeah. I don't know the name, but it's quite an old one actually.
Yeah.
So
So she was a character from that, and then her opponent came out, Izuta Rina, dressed as the main character from that show with like the eyebrow and in
yeah,
the ridiculous arm hair. It just was amazing. So that was an amazing costume to start with on that, and that was happening throughout the night. People just members commenting on their costume and working together. So that was great to see. I think that's a first. Well, no, Yamamoto Sayaka and Takamina did it 2 years ago with the Tokyo Tower and the
yeah, exactly.
Sky
That was
Tree.
hysterical.
Yeah.
Osaka Tower and Tokyo Tower.
Yep.
They're like right in front of each other. Then everyone made
Yeah.
the meme when Takamina
Yeah.
fell down. It's like
Yeah,
Tokyo
exactly.
Tower is falling.
Yeah, another highlight for me is when Nakata Sao came out, and she came out with Aoki, who was she was dressed up in a wedding dress, and he in a suit, and they were just fake kissing and then walking down the aisle. Later in the showroom, Kojima Mako got a little jealous. It's like, thought you
There.
liked me. He's like, no, no. So that was a fun moment. Goto Rada came out and she was talking in fluent English. Just as
Yep.
amazing English. It's like, hello, I'm Rada Goto. I'm gonna win this game. And then just chuck
Watch
a golf
this.
ball in.
Yep.
Just imagine you're just sitting. It's like, oh, this is like, ah,
Yeah, exactly. Ouch.
like what the hell?
Yeah.
Chiori, Nagashiri Chiori came out also with a staff member with Shinobu. I don't know. It's like a comedy duo, maybe. I don't know sure what it is.
Familiar with them, so I'm not familiar with them, so I need to look that up.
Manzai, I think.
Yeah.
That was great. And other than that, well, you had Harupi as well, also in the blonde wig again.
course.
If I go to the list, you have Mutotomo as party people.
Yo, 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 party people!
Yeah.
And of course we had Takahashi Jerry coming out.
Oh God, yeah. Oh dear. Tom and Jerry is so nostalgic. Oh wow.
She looked great. That was
Yeah,
pretty
she
fun to
great.
see.
It was so
Mm.
nostalgic to watch that actually. So yeah,
Mm.
I really loved Tom and Jerry back in the day.
Mm.
That was my childhood right there.
Yeah, same here, man.
Takahashi Cherry.
No, other than that, the costumes other than that were not that special in my mind. The battle itself was great. To see Tanabe Miku's reactions every time she was on a roll, she was just going crazy, and every time she won, she was like, "This is going too far. I was expecting to be out."
Yeah,
And
exactly.
at one point, she was shouting like, "Ah, I'm still true. I'm winning. What?" Well, it was amazing to see for her because, believe it or not, she is a third generation. She's not the
Yep,
only
I
one
know, I
from
know.
that.
She's the typical theater. She really has the theater presence, but not national television wise. Except, so
No,
she's more known by the visitors from the theater stages, but she's not that well known out besides that. So it's really good to see her in the spotlight now. So yeah.
I think two things on that. I think number one, she looked absolutely radiant last night. It was she looked better than she maybe has ever looked, and even in her drunk business salaryman get up, like it was I don't know, man. She shunned through. And then the other thing is too, she's consistently strong in the Junkin tournaments usually. Like if I remember right, like she doesn't go out like she tends to not go out that early. If I remember correctly, her and Yamamoto Ami, like they're always strong. So it made sense to see Tanamin's trajectory in this tournament. She finally could do what she did. But I would say overall, I loved her humility. She had, like you said, like I mean, at one point she like looked at her hand like, huh? Like what just happened? Like I literally was crying like at the end because I was so happy for her because she, I don't know, she's like an unsung hero of the theater and just one of those girls that just doesn't get enough respect, I think. And I so did not see that coming. So
it was fun to see. It was fun to see during the A block that she was first a drunk character. You know, every time she was leaving the sake, she was like praying to it. But then she started to realize, I might rank, and then she's just like, she dropped her character, and it's like, uh-oh. So the final in A block was Takahashi Jerry versus Tanabe Miku, and then she screamed. She's like, I'm in the Senbatsu.
I couldn't believe it. I was blown away. Like it also kind of goes to the whole idea of maybe this being like, if you ever want to get into the discussion about Junkin being rigged or not, like I guess you would look at Jury being the one that would have won, but unless they wanted like a strong anchor, like older generation for the center, but I wouldn't have picked Tanaman to do that. There's so many other ones.
No, exactly.
Yeah. So it was really a huge shock, and poor Jury's face. I don't know if you saw it. I think she really was like, I really wanted this, and she didn't get it.
She was close. She doesn't have a unit yet, but she's in the coupling song. It's something.
Yeah.
Hey, it's something. Oh.
Yeah, inside B. There's two songs.
All right. Anything else from A block you want to mention?
I was just really proud of Tanaman, and it was just the beginning of a really wonderful night. So,
yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
All right. B block. So the highlight for me on B block, first of all, was Cho Kurena came out with her guitar and did a short 47 song, and I love the crowd. They tried to follow it on the slow version, and they went foo.
Yeah, that's just another thing with that song, yeah.
Yeah. But normally at normal speed, and you go
true.
They were just trying to follow along, and they went foo. Like pretty funny like that. So Nozawa Reina came out, and she had like these thick glasses on, but the moment she put them on,
she broke them.
She broke them. The leg broke. It's like, crap. And then she walked down the aisle and was like, okay. Other than that, Shimada Haruka came out.
Oh dear.
This was amazing. Just in full luchador, you know. She looks great. It's like still working out. And then she picked up a bottle, like those candy bottles, and then whacked the guy over the head.
Yeah.
Oh, like the highlight was like her and Sasaki Yukari. Yukari comes out in like it's like happiness, like with botas behind her, Then like Shimada comes out, just pops the bubbles, like
Rip ears, rip ears.
Mm.
that's what she did. I'm just copying it.
Yeah. Just like the listeners are now bleeding from their ears from the sound. Also, a big one came out is Watanabe Mayu came out, but I think she has a new show. She's voicing a new character in an anime, and she was cosplaying that also with a blonde hair. Keep that in mind.
Mm.
And well, the thing is, I didn't like the three behind them. They had those freaky anime
Yeah.
heads, like those giant heads, and I always wonder if that's a guy inside or a girl. But
Definitely a girl,
still,
yeah.
it's weirded out for me. But Mayu looked great. That blonde
Oh
hair,
yeah.
I wouldn't mind
Yeah.
it, if she goes blonde. She would
Mm.
rock that. Maybe she was in LA recently. She had influence. Like maybe I should go blonde. You know, just do it.
Just go for it. Yeah.
One of my favorite costumes is Mukaichi Minion came out.
Oh, yeah.
That was so cute on her. She was dressed up like a minion, but
Yeah.
she knew how to pose. Every time she did a Janken battle, she had like one arm on her side and then like a little crooked, but it looked great when every time she threw out a scissor or a paper or anything like that. Very cute how she looked.
Speaking of that, like I was gonna say, like in terms of positions and stuff, did any of you notice how Nozawa Reina, like when she would throw like her thing, she would like launch back and go like this, like
Yeah.
and like she was like
Yeah.
pitching a baseball. Like
Yeah.
I almost was thinking, is that girl cheating? Because by the time she gets
I
down
know,
there, her
right?
opponent's
Yeah.
already put her hand down, and I thought that's why I swear that's why she won because I mean I'm not saying anything to detract from her really, honestly I'm not, but it just I thought it was an interesting strategy. Like I wonder if she thought like, hey, if I hurry up and just go like take my time, I'll be able to see and hurry up and make a quick judgment.
I
Because
think
it just seemed I don't
It's an
know.
interesting
It was
strategy.
crazy.
I think
It's a-
Eiji Okada is more focused on the rules like that because one of the members did that before. I think was it last year, Maida Ami.
It was last year, yeah.
Yeah,
That
who,
was
who
last-
changed up at the last moment, and he's like,
Yeah.
"Hey," I think
Exactly.
he's really on the rules, and he doesn't care if someone tells him, "No, this happens, this happens." He values the rules more than letting someone he likes win. But yeah, no, she did a different move, but when I watched it back, no. The only thing I focused on were her reactions after that. Every time she won, her eyes just like, boom, gone up.
Oh.
Like, oh god.
Yeah. No, she was another surprise. I didn't expect to see her in a Senbatsu or anything. There was so many good people in B Block that I thought, wow, like I could totally see any of them being part of Senbatsu. And then she got it, and I'm like, another one that we has been around a while and just maybe doesn't get quite the push that you would expect or something. So it was very interesting. Also, too, just to kind of point something out here real quick, did any of you guys notice in light of recent scandalish type stuff?
I was just gonna say it. I forgot
the
in A
girls-
block.
Mm,
Yeah.
like,
go ahead.
go ahead.
No, go
No,
ahead.
no,
you,
please.
you started first.
I-
You're gonna say what did you notice?
I was gonna say. Well, okay, so and I'm kind of skipping a little bit. I'm just gonna put out like, okay, so you have Nishinomiki, and who was the other one that got caught? Was it Iwata Nana, right?
Oh, what
Yeah,
another?
Nanya.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nanya.
And yeah, and they were in and they were out, and it was all quiet, and it was like, see you later. Makun, I'm surprised how well she did. Again, I'm skipping a little, but I'm just saying. But then even she too obviously didn't win, but those two, like Mickey and Nana especially, it was like all hush hush. Even when Nishino Mickey came out, it got like quiet. Like, I don't know if you guys noticed that, but
Yeah.
it was like, hey, should we cheer for her because she just got busted?
And the thing is, that I don't normally Nishino Miki is the one who goes all out in costume and have everything around. She
What was
didn't
she
have a
wearing?
costume.
Yeah.
She didn't have a costume.
Yeah.
I think that
Nope.
was a punishment. She had like a whole
Yeah.
plan, and people. Well, I think more of the scandal is now she wasn't with a guy. She was after curfew. Apparently, it was 2 a.m. and she is 17. So that's more emphasis on the rule. But I think that was a punishment, to be honest. It's like you had this whole thing planned. No, you're just coming out. You're going to play, no fanfare, no appeal time. You're gone. Owaranana still
I
had appeal time and suit up, but yeah, you can sense there's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, and not only that, but I wouldn't even be surprised if like even management was like, you're losing your first round. Like there's just no ifs, ands, or buts about it because they didn't want her present. And I mean, literally, she had no screen time, none. I mean, she was in and out in a second, and I started thinking, yeah, I mean, the whole Junkin tournament could have went a whole different way if she had gone and actually played. I mean, who knows? Like if we're leaving it up to chance. I mean, she might have went pretty far. I mean, she did last year. I mean, she almost won,
Yeah.
and she's very strong at Junkins. So they had her in and out. So I'm really saying 100%. I guarantee management was like, you're not doing a costume like you said, and you're losing your first round. You're gonna throw this, and your opponent's gonna throw that, and that's all there is to it. And she had to accept it.
Maybe,
Because it's
maybe.
like,
Might be. Yeah.
nah, I'm almost 100% willing to get best. If I had to bet money, I think I would be right because it just happened, and then she got this. It's just it made me bummed out because I love her, and she's one of my favorite girls, and it's just now I hope this will go away eventually, which it probably will.
It will.
But-
She just has to sit on. I don't know. Is that an English saying? There's a Dutch saying. Wie zich brand moet op de blaren zitten. So basically in English it says, he who burns have to sit on their blisters. Yeah, literally is saying that.
No, we don't have that.
No, but so yeah.
We
Go ahead.
we have a phrase. It's you reap what you sow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the one. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Yeah.
you
pretty
reap
much
what
the
you
same,
sow, basically. Yeah, sad times. Still,
Anyways.
I'm glad she's just trying to smile and do her best. Yeah, but the crowd, they weren't booing her, so I'm glad for that. But
Me
they
too.
were like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
The silent
Maybe
treatment,
they had the same idea when she came out without the costumes. Like,
Oh.
yeah.
Their minds
Yeah.
were thinking like, oh yeah, what happened the other day? Right, she's getting punished. I mean, that's what it would have to have been. And I'm glad they let Nana like at least have a little bit of time. But she was in and out too. Like I think first match she lost.
Yep.
So it's
Yeah.
just it was just sort of like, But and they didn't do anything with Mion, which was good. They let Mion be Mion, which was nice. But then again, we haven't seen anything really about her. It was just a rumor there was something, I think.
Yeah.
So she was okay. Makun was really the surprise for me, considering what just came out the other day. But I'm glad they let her. Oh, she had a blast. She was so much fun. She was one of my highlights of the Janken tournament.
People cheered. People cheered
Yep.
for her when she came out.
It's because she's so funny, and like she's like Same, and it was just like her whole shark thing. It was brilliant. It was great, and I'm glad. Like I forgot all about what I saw the other day about her, so it was cool. Thankfully.
All right, so let's go to C block. Oh boy, C block.
Oh yeah.
All right, I'm getting ready for this. First off,
Yeah.
Katarina came out, but she wasn't there. So they were
Oh,
going
yeah.
through the crowd. It was pretty funny. And where's Wally? They showed
pretty much,
basically
yeah.
like different members who weren't in the Janken, and she was sitting in the crowd. Oh, you found me. Where's Reina? It was pretty funny how she did that. Yeah, Kojima Mako came out. Yeah, are you happy about that with her show, her football show?
I don't watch soccer, but I'm happy that she's doing well in that show.
Also, she kicked the ball in the crowd. It's like maybe the same guy is just like, oh yeah, the golf ball hurt, and then a ball just hits her in the face. Ah, damn it!
I would take that ball any day. Even if I get in my balls, I would take that.
All right, and this is the thing we're talking about. Since they already know the opponents, they were since the announcement, Okada Nana was saying, I should cosplay because her opponent was Yamada Marina, and she likes
Yeah.
anime. Maybe I should cosplay as an anime character. And boy, did she deliver! So first out
Yep.
came Yamada Marina as I should have written the anime down. It was
ReZero.
ReZero. Thank you. As Emily, and it was pretty fun.
Emilia.
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 Okay.
Yeah.
but then, oh my god, I didn't prepare for this. My jaw dropped. It's like
Mm.
Okada Nana came out with her sister
Yep.
from the showroom as Ram and Ram and Rem.
Yep. Ram
And
and Ram, yeah.
my god, this looked so great. This really was I was just speechless. Was this was the highlight for me. Just this was completely like, oh my god, it looks so great. I can talk about this for hours. It's just, whew. Her sister was enjoying it, just like smiling, and I really, really hope she still thinks about joining AKB in the future.
Yeah, sad thing would be that she would have to break up with her boyfriend then, so...
Who knows?
I don't know.
Maybe a lot can happen in a year.
Well, true.
Who knows? But maybe she got a feel now. You know, a taste like, oh man, people were cheering. Okay, maybe this is a thing for me, career. You know, be on TV like this. Maybe this starts. It was like a poke. Like, see, come on, join. It's gonna be fun. But yeah, the wig, the color. This was really high rate cosplay. I think is it store bought or is it handmade? Could be handmade, right?
The costumes, you can actually buy those costumes in one of the smaller stores in Akiba, so...
Okay, but yeah, she went full out with the lenses
Yeah.
and everything. When they were battling, they closed in on Okada Nana's face, you know, with the eye, and
Yep.
so strong. It's just so fearful, and yet she lost first round. It's like
Sadly so.
But then it's funny. Then she had the speech like, "Yeah, sorry, just lost. What do you think, sister?" And she's like, "Oh, I'm so much fun." It's like, damn it. Like, all right, sorry about
Yeah.
her. And then they went off, but man, that was a good surprise, and I really pumped up. I had to drop. My jaw dropped so much. I had to pick it up so many
Yeah.
times.
Interesting tidbit from the anime is actually those two actually lost the main character to Emilia as well, so it's quite interesting to see that parallel in the
That
real
is
world. So.
interesting. Yeah, very interesting. But I was gonna say, out of everyone's costumes, I think Nachan, she has my pick for the best one.
Yeah,
Just because
definitely.
she came with her sister. I was like you, Robin. Like I was just like, this girl. First of all, can she get any more beautiful? But then she comes out with her sister, and it's like mirror images, and then her cyborg fate, like her Majime character kicks in the minute she puts her hand out. I mean, she's like Megu, like Taniguchi, because Megu did the same thing, which was awesome. Like her face got so serious when she was playing.
The stare.
I was like, oh my god, that stare is so evil. But I was I would say like Nachan next to Kojima Natsuki's boobs was like the best thing of the night. Like just as far as outfit and just
Yeah, later
It's-
later in her Twitter, she said, I actually wanted to play well, I can say Ram or Ram, it doesn't matter, but the blue-haired version. But yeah, I don't have. We want a more accurate look, so my sister went.
Yeah.
Her sister is a year younger and has a bigger package than
Yeah.
Okada Nana, so that was funny. But yeah, speaking of Natsuki, Kojima Natsuki, I didn't know if you noticed, but she was when she came out, she was changing into her outfit. Like, I need to go change into this bra and
Yeah.
everything,
Yeah.
or this bikini. She was wearing it under the shirt. You can. That's why they throw towels to cover up the other items because there were
Yeah.
two of them. So it's pretty funny. But yeah, Opie, of course. Her waistline is small, by the way. When she was standing
no,
there.
she must have lost weight because I've seen some of her like Gravier stuff and she was a little bigger, I think there, but she definitely went all out for this because she looked like just wow. Like,
Yeah.
just girl. Like I was like, why couldn't she have made it to at least a little longer? It would have been nice to ogle
Watch it,
her
yeah,
a little more.
yeah.
No, but she's always a good time. She's fun,
Mhm.
so
Also, a point that was very funny for me is Nakamura Mariko coming out as that 80s character,
Oh yeah.
spot on with the phone
She's
and everything.
hysterical.
It's just oh god, and she got pretty far actually.
she's another strong Junkin girl. Remember, I mean,
Mhm.
she made it pretty darn far the one Junkin tournament. Didn't she play? She it was her and Mariko, I think, for the final, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was
No,
by
no.
America time. Yeah.
Or no, I'm wrong on that,
No?
right? Yeah, it
She's
was. She
almost
was.
always makes to Senbatsu but doesn't.
Yeah.
No, no.
Yeah, she never does. Yeah.
Now in C block it was Kojima Mako versus Shibuya Nagisa. Tentomachu against her. That was
Yep.
another thing. The whole tournament, Team 4 battling against one another, just kicking each other
Yeah.
out. But yeah, Shibuya Nagisa won, so NMB was happy on that point, but also Tentomachu was happy on that. C block was amazing. That was the part like, all right, need to calm down. And then D block happened. So anything else before we
yeah.
move on to D block?
Wait,
I-
Wait,
Mm.
Yamada Noe dress up as Nuggets.
Oh,
yeah.
that's pretty fun as well. She dressed up as a chicken, came out.
Yeah.
She was happy to be there. But man, she lost
Yeah.
in the first round and she was sad. On showroom, she
Mhm.
was crying very loudly and people were trying to show her. But one moment she was crying very loud and then the next moment she was smiling and being happy. So I don't know, it's crocodile tears. But
Mm.
well, it was fun to watch on showroom on that
That's
side. Yeah, Nuggets. D block. So pretty much in D block didn't happen too much, I would say. The thing
Yeah, it
that's
was the lead.
the thing that stood out for me was this. This was the second amazing costume of the night. Komiyama Haruka as the
Yeah.
devil.
Mm.
Just
That's the devil. Yeah.
so her first year she was an angel. Then the second year she was a black angel or like the dark angel.
Yeah.
And now she's just full Akama, just like big horns and these wings. Oh my god, these wings were huge. This is like normally those that type of wings in cosplay it would break during the event, but these stayed on the entire event and she could move freely. This was very well done, and wow, just another good point for Komiyama Haruka.
I thought it was a trajectory for her. I thought it was because the what was it last year? So she had the little wings, and then this year it's like she sprouted. She's like full on like Satan, and I think she
Yeah.
she was like embracing the whole blackness that surrounds her.
I'm a
you know,
black heart.
according-
Yeah, I'm a black heart.
yeah.
Black heart.
It was classic Komi. And I think I can even say the word classic now. She's been around a couple years now,
Mm.
and I was so beyond happy she kicked everyone's butt in D block. Like she earned her spot in Senbatsu. Although I think wasn't Fuji Reina in this too? Am I thinking she's
No,
in
she
D?
No, that's
no
the
Fuji
next-
is later.
That was later, right? Okay, yeah, so,
Later.
no, so and I apologize because again it just all mushes together in my head. But I was gonna say as far as Komi goes, to have her in Senbatsu, like I started to think for a second, oh my god, she's gonna win it. Like I just had this
Mm.
feeling like she was going to win it, and she came pretty freaking close too.
Yeah.
But Ami's too, she's too strong.
I said against Yeo from if Komiyama wins, they have to do another extended documentary.
Yeah.
Just-
Exactly.
This
winning on that
girl
side.
have her
a
own-
bit much.
You'll go to Book Off in Tokyo. There'll be like all AKB documentaries, and underneath all Komi documentaries.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So many.
The extended version, and then the final full version, limited edition.
Whatever though, put her
Well,
on.
they
there,
might
man.
actually
She's
have
fun
to make
fun.
one though.
Yeah.
They might actually have to make an extension because she went indeed to the final, so she's in another subunit. So
I really like every time she won, she was very humble, and that was new to her side. She showed,
yeah,
she's getting more used to now that she's in Senbatsu and at that ranking. She has grown so much, and you can already see. But even when she was performing during the new single, and
yeah,
I love it. She was standing next to Kojima Haruna doing heavy rotation, and she was a perfect fit on the front line. It's like that's where you should be. That's your spot. And,
I was just gonna say,
Yeah.
Yeah.
her
Definitely.
performance level was so high point today, or at the Janken, and I think she came to play. Like I think she came to do her job, but it was nice, like you said, to see her humility at the same time. In fact, a lot of the girls that made the Senbatsu were very humble. I don't know if you realize that, but like between her, Tanaman, even Nozawa Reina,
yeah.
like they all were like, what, like huh, like how did I just beat all these people? And it just it made me feel good as a fan to girls that just wanted this, and they did
Mm.
it through humility. It was a beautiful thing for sure. And Comey
Mhm.
shone she shone so beautifully yesterday, even despite being Satan herself.
Yeah,
It was awesome.
there's only one member I would say that wasn't in a good mood compared to others. It was Tano Yuka. When she came out,
Yeah.
Yeah.
her music came on. You like the dance stuff. She didn't do the dance. She was like walking up, even at the Janken. She was like, "Oh, I lost. All right, bye." Ever since the showroom she did with Miyazaki Miho, it was awkward. I think she angered management, and maybe she has a punishment as well because she was talking bad about management. But now she doesn't care anymore. Maybe, and I'm saying this, maybe we'll see her graduating anytime, maybe
Yeah,
in the next year.
Yeah.
she can do so many other things. I mean, even the commercial she just did is kind of an indicator of maybe where her life is going. And I think, from what I understand of her, she does seem to be really all about health. I mean, her body is amazing. I mean, like, I don't think there's an ounce of fat on that girl. I could see her doing more in the health field, maybe if she wanted to do something career wise. I think she's kind of maybe at that point with AKB, like a lot of girls get when they realize they can't ascend higher than where they are. I mean, it's rare. They probably like, you know what, I need to focus on me and do something else. And I almost saw that in her eyes, like last night. It was like she was just there. I mean, she didn't. I mean, that would be a great promotional thing to have dancers come, and she did a quick dance. I mean, because she could do it. And yeah, she just walked out. I was expecting to see dancing. Sorry, but yeah.
Yeah. Let's wait till you reset. There was a little lag there, but I understand what you're saying. Yeah, but Miyazaki Miho came out, and
Yeah. Oh dear.
I hate this. I hate this. This is too much already. The PPAP song. I am so
PPAP
done with
song.
it. I'm already done with it before it even starts. It's just like it's okay, but it's not that funny. It's not that funny.
It's overused. It's overused.
So yes, no, nope, nope, nope.
I have a pineapple. A pineapple. Two pineapples.
No. All right. The other costume that I liked was Abe Maria coming out as Ada Wong from Resident
Yeah,
Evil
Ada
or
Wong,
Biohazard.
that's awesome.
And then
That
instead of a
was
normal
awesome.
gun, she had like a hard gun. But
Yeah.
the funny thing is, the guys who were the zombies were those two staff members from AKB Group. It's like I recognized them because they were doing at the sports festival the jump rope. I
Oh, right,
recognized
right,
those
right.
two guys, and they were the police
Oh,
officer
I
and the
think-
zombie.
One of them is Kitagawa Kenji. Like, as soon as
Yep.
I remember, I told you, like, oh,
Yep.
that's Kitagawa Kenji.
Yeah, a lot of managers were there. There was the SKE managers doing the Dragons baseball stuff, and later on what was it? The NMB manager was dressed as a horse.
Yeah.
I think it was from Toy Story. She was dressed as Woody, and he was dressed as then the horse from Toy Story. I think so. Yeah. Other than that, D Block was pretty lackluster. The one who won was Komiya Haruka. That was great. See, this like she made it. And she has now 2 subunits to be in there. But the finals was Ogasawa Mayu, and when she came out, like you said, Derek, cheers, and then with the shark, and she was happy to be there. There's no scandal. Like I said, we live in a day and age with Photoshop. I don't know if it's at her home, maybe it's a similar home, and I never heard of a guy take a picture like that. Nothing else. So maybe we'll hear in the future, but I don't see this as a scandal unless they're on the same picture on the same screen. Maybe, but no, this is not a scandal. And the crowd, I think, agreed. They're like, we don't care. Yay, Okasawa Maru's here.
She's too beloved, anyways. I mean, it's almost like if Chiori, if that happened to her. Like, I mean, Makun is pretty much the core variety girl. She's very reminiscent of the old generation variety members, and plus she's great at impressions. You know, we can't lose her to anything. And I honestly would hate to see that happen. And plus, she was having so much fun. And even if there was a scandal, I don't even think she cared. I think it was like, you guys aren't gonna do anything to me because I'm gonna come out and I'm gonna whip some butt. And she almost made it. I mean, she was, she was this close. Of course, the devil took care of her.
Yep.
But it was just like, it was fun. It was so much fun to watch her, and just typical Makun, you know. So happy to see she was in character and form, and that whole scandal business with the dude and stuff that it didn't even come up. It wasn't even a question. So that was a good thing.
All right. Anything else about these first 4 blocks before we wrap up this first part of the episode?
Not really. Everything I've wanted to talk about has already been mentioned, so I'm clear.
All right. So yeah, this one is going to wrap up. Stay tuned for then part 2 where we talk about the rest of the blocks, of course. All right. So we'll be right back. And